Hey, how you doing? I'm Tony Legitimacy from San Francisco, California. First time here up in the Yukon with McMillan River Adventures. I got my guide Dion Dix and his partner Daniel Robinson, and can't wait to get started on a archery moose hunt. This has been about 12 years into waiting. Saved up Cabela points for 10 years on a credit card. Paid for most of the trip with it, and made up the difference, and booked it 2 years ago, and here I am. I can't wait to get started. This is going to be a dream come true. I talked to Ralph and Vicky via email, and they said this will be a hunt of a lifetime. I believe them. Just the scenery around here is absolutely gorgeous. We've seen a couple of moose already, and we're gonna get a big one.
I was in contact with Tony through an email, and he seemed to be a pretty good guy, but I knew the moment he stepped out the plane that this was going to be a fun hunt. This guy loved to laugh, and he was here to enjoy himself, no matter how successful his hunt was going to be. So we helped him bring in his gear and showed him his new home for the next 10 days.
Don warned me about you.
Yeah? What about? Did you get the last emails from my friends?
I won't say it on camera.
Yeah, shut that thing off. Here we go. Beauty.
Oh, get me on camera choking on apple peel.
Hi.
And in the trees.
Huh?
And in the trees.
It did not.
Yes, it did.
Really?
Yeah, I heard it.
Sit there just to the right visit. That's pretty good that you got practice hits made the same as the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty good system, that is.
This is a different arrow I never shot before. Same place.
Good. Beautiful.
That one felt good. And that's what it's all about.
So we waited our 6 hours and went off for our first try, looking for that big bull for Tony.
It's the famous moose guide. Gonna give that Jim Shockey show a run for his money.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, we're number 1. Hey Daniel, gonna make it happen.
Oh, yeah.
It was our first evening, and the rut didn't seem to be in full swing. So we done more spying than we did calling, and in the process give Tony kind of a tour of the lake. As it got later in the evening, the wind began to die down, and Tony never ever caught a trout before, so we give him the go-ahead to take the fishing rod while we were doing a bit of spying and tried his luck on trouting. It didn't take long. The lake we were on here was full of trout. Even Tony could catch one.
Sounds done, eh?
We were on a little highland here just off from the shore. You can actually walk to the shoreline. But in on the back of the island there's this big field of grass, and you can just picture a big bull moose walking out there any second. It was so pretty, I just had to take a picture. As the sun began to set, it gave us a beautiful red reflection of the clouds, promising us that it was going to be a beautiful day again tomorrow. Well before daylight, Tony was up and getting things ready to go on a full day looking for that big bull. A couple days before Tony arrived in camp, we were here in the same place looking across the lake, and we've seen two real nice bulls on the other side. This being a gorgeous morning, even if we didn't see a moose, it was just worth being here watching the sunrise. As the morning progressed, we returned back to that island that we were the night before. And as we got there, two swans came flying by. What a beautiful pair of birds, coming and landed not far from us. I guess we've all heard the term lovebirds, and I bet the guy whoever come up with that term, I'm sure they were talking about swans. No luck yet. We were returning back to camp for a midday meal, and just look at this lake. Not a draft of wind. It was just beautiful. After a good meal prepared by Daniel, we were ready to go again for the evening hunt, and Tony was just itching to see his first moose. This was our first try at this part of the lake, and based on last year's experience and knowing what we did see last year and got away, this is where we thought was going to happen. I didn't tell Tony this, but I was very surprised that I didn't see any sign, hardly whatsoever, fresh sign of moose in this area, and we had such high expectations, but I knew that we still had a full week ahead of us. And one thing that I've learned from my older brother and dad regarding moose hunting, that's to be patient, be patient, be patient. Another beautiful sunset, and looked like it was going to be another nice day tomorrow. So the plan was just to get up, do the same thing all over again, and keep plugging at it till we finally found the one that Tony was looking for. After a good night's sleep, we were once again heading out across the lake, looking for that big bull. If this isn't a privilege to be able to enjoy God's creation the way we do, then I don't know what is. A lot of guys say to me, "Man, you got her made," and when they see my videos. And sitting there on this beach, yeah, it feels pretty good. A few days went by and still no moose. I was getting a little bit worried, I guess, but if things didn't turn out soon, I was going to have to go for longer walks. But one thing that was on our side, and that was the weather. It was absolutely beautiful, and I knew that it was just a matter of time, or at least I felt that way, and we would find the big bull.
We're back in camp on day 5. Daniel's cooking up another good meal.
Keep rolling.
We got ham with salad, and what else, Daniel? Tell me.
This is pork chop and salad, potato salad, and I don't know what it is. Nothing to do potato stew like any kind.
The only good thing about this trip is the food. Oh man. We're having a good time. Absolutely.
This is where our luck finally changed. As I climbed this tree, I seen the antlers of a nice big bull, but he didn't look like he was big enough. So I decided to move in closer and at least get some video of him, even though he wouldn't shoot her. Just to watch those big bulls walking through the woods, to to me is just a perfect definition of majestic. I believe he had 24 points and round about a 50-inch spread. He came within maybe 25 yards of me, and he finally got my scent and turned and went back to where he came from. It was still early in the afternoon, and later that evening we decided to go back to one of the spots that we were a couple days before. And just look what happens.
Saw my first Canadian jay, but he flew away. I can't find him anymore. I'm sitting here kind of on a stand, glass in the hillside, and Dion went scouting a little bit, so just passing some time away out in the woods. And oh, here he comes back now. What's up, Chief?
Listen, just seen a small bull over there. I think we should go over and try and sneak in on them. I'm going to show you what you can do to those bulls when they're in rut. We should be able to call them up really close so you can get over your nervousness. It's your first time anyway, so get close to them, see how close we can get, and give you an idea of what it's like.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Huh?
Yeah, that sounds good. That'd be a good experience.
Shh, don't act too loud. Okay. Let's go. You go that way. Whoa. Can you imagine? If only, buddy. Whoa. Whoa.
That was awesome, dude.
Tony, can you imagine?
That was a dead bull. That was the coolest thing ever.
That's all you did is?
Didn't even have to range him.
If only he was bigger. That would have been an 8-yard shot. What a chance. Anyway, another evening passed by, and the next morning we decided to go for a full day, all day, in the woods, long walk to a different area that we've never been before. It seemed like the bulls were really on the move, and based on last year's experience, they can show up anywhere.
Okay, we left early this morning, and we've decided to spend a full day out here today. And we walked, two and a half miles, I'd say, back from the lake. And we've been sitting there all day, never seen nothing in the morning. So now it's 2 o'clock, and I just come back from the top of a little hill there so I could look down in the valley where we've been spying. And I seen a great big slab of a big bull. So Tony's going to take his chances. We're going to sneak down in the area where he is and start calling. There's a cow there as well. Going to try to get in and get a bow shot. He looks like a big one, and I hope we get this one, because we haven't seen a whole lot. Not a lot of big. We've seen quite a few small ones, but no big ones. So I hope this is going to work.
Huh? What day is this hunt? Day?
Day 4, day 5. I'm not sure.
Six.
Six?
Is it? Yeah, the days go by quick.
Okay, let's go.
We'll get them.
Let's go.
Cool. 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 Cool.
I was having a little bit of a problem to get this hunt to work out here as a bow hunt, because of course you got to get them come in close for a bow hunt. But the problem, I think, was that there was 2 bulls there and 2 cows, so trying to get a bull to come to confront you when there's another bull there already beside him is kind of difficult, because there's no need of him leaving when he had cows there to protect. And I'm guessing they would be scared that the other bull would take the cows. Then calling like a cow, there's no point really, because he already got 2 cows there. So it was kind of a not sure what to do situation. We could hear them there grunting, but they're still quite a ways away, a couple 100 yards away. So we had no other choice but, as long as they stayed there, keep going closer and closer to make them come to us. So after a while, eventually they'd give in and come and confront us, thinking we're another bull. But we had to get really close to get them to react to our calling.